Hey, you, yes, you! Have you ever wondered how Kitty Pop Time animates her videos in Flip-A-Clip? Yes, you heard right, Flip-A-Clip. Well, I'm happy to announce that today's your lucky day. Come here, Chip, you got this.
Hello there, it's me, Chip. First of all, in order to start this behind the scenes of the snowman animation, I would like to point out that it wasn't planned at all. Let's begin. It's midnight. I was thinking of drawing Lane and Magenta, two of my OCs, in some Christmas outfits and call it a Christmas special. They are both villains, and I don't use these characters so much, so sure, why not? But then I thought, oh, wait, this looks like the Nutcracker and the ballerina. That's actually cute. This would look even cuter animated. Before I knew, I was already storyboarding the video. I was less than a week away from Christmas and storyboarding a full frame per frame animation. Yeah, why not? For almost every video in this channel, I work with paper and pencil as a base. I start by making some doodles as a storyboard, some stickmen over here, the lyrics over there, and give some order to the ideas and make them fit with the song. Then I grab the scenes and make a rough sketch. It feels like translating whatever crosses my mind while listening to the song, which means listening to the song a few thousand times. The faces, the angles, the cloth, everything. Keep in mind that the original clothing was way more complex than the final one. It has to be simpler, so it's not that hard to animate frame per frame, even though those accessories burnt my hands, but they look cool. Finally, with some of the first scenes in paper, I grab them and go straight into Flip-A-Clip and bring them to life. The steps in Flip-A-Clip are these: marking movements, linear color, and shadows. For each scene, I used between 20 and 25 frames or drawings per second. I start by doodling the keyframes, pretty much making a mess that only I can understand, and then clean it in the linear. For the dance parts, oh my, it was a real challenge. In my head, it's just a ballerina making a turn, but at the moment of translating it, how does the body work? When does the torso move? The dress? How does it work? I asked my dad for some help and recorded the main ballerina turns as a reference, but I also used a performance scene as base for the final turn. Some people thought I traced the body, but the anatomy doesn't fit, so just reference. It's a pretty intuitive process. I normally start by animating the head, since it helps me figure out the main keyframes. Then the body, following the head. And finally, hair, ribbons, and accessories following the body. For Lane's ribbons, I cut a few in real life and played with them for reference. The way they twirl, move, and stuff like that, it wasn't really necessary, but it kept me motivated somehow. Maybe I'm a cat? Anyways, when I finished the linear art, I erased some extra lines, kind of cleaning it frame per frame. And with it ready, it's time for coloring. I keep a chibi with the colors and use it for each scene, taking the colors and coloring each part. Example, hair, cloth, in every frame. With color ready, it's part for the final boss, shading. Yes, it was done in Flip-A-Clip, frame per frame. After I finish the scenes, I add backgrounds, lights, and sparkles in After Effects. Here's the process for the background and thumbnail. As a general aspect, the video took me about 3 weeks. Psst, I drop some spoilers on X or Twitter every now and then. By the way, I love how some people caught the lore details I hid in the video. Did you guess any? Let me know in the comments. I really want to animate more lore-related stuff. I was thinking of working in some animatics or mix memes with the story. Again, if you have any idea of ways to show lore, apart from frame-per-frame animations, let me know. So, going from paper and pencil to Flip-a-Clip and After Effects, here we end the behind the scenes of the snowman animation. It was hard work, but personally, I think it was worth it. If you want to see more behind the scenes, real-time animating, and speed paints, check this channel. I created it to drop all of those. Also, I'll leave all my character codes over there in a playlist if you want to use them. There's the Gacha Club and the Gacha Life 2 versions, with nothing more to say. Thank you very much for watching the video. Bye-bye!